So goals and direction, commitment, all of that wrapped into one. Can you tell us a little bit more about how we do that? How do we keep goals alive? I know that, for myself, many people, we have goals, but then things start to kind of fizzle out. What's your secret, Nina?
Okay, so for your goals, one, there's as you mentioned, it's a really powerful time to zero in on your goals and your commitment during this time when Aries when Sun is in Aries. That gives an extra power. Timing is key to when you start something. Throughout the year, there's starting times. This is the big one. And it doesn't mean that if you haven't started your goals or commitment in this month, you can't do it until next year. But you do lose the extra power. So that's number one, your timing, knowing to start at this time. And how do you keep your commitment alive? I think that's a very important point. That's again where you're clearing out your past, because sometimes the old things pull you back into old patterns. And that's why when you're working in a coaching environment, it's making you more conscious, and you're aware of when it's pulling you back, and you're just keeping yourself back on track. And it becomes exciting and fun because you see these changes happening.
Right.
And then your goals, you really need to, so we're talking about setting your goals, but what if you're setting a goal, Jay Radha, that is really appropriate for me, but it's not your goal?
Right.
And that happens all of the time. So you really need to understand what you've come in to do. What's your theme? What's your purpose? And that's what I like to refine in the beginning. So I meet with everyone personally. I have a lot of tools that I've developed over the years. I've studied Vedic astrology, human design, the vast information and guidance from Dr. Pillai, and then of course different books and just life experience. And we take that and we zero in on what's your life purpose, what's your focus. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go too off track, but for instance, I just recently met with someone who clearly has their life focus. They know what their theme is, and they're in a highly competitive market, and they're hitting the top tier. I would say in the top 10% of their industry. And we had a session. They wrote back the next day and they said, this was hugely helpful, because say you have a picture and it's a little blurred. When you have more focus, that picture can become so clear, and say the background had what is not needed. Same thing, if you have your soul purpose and all of a sudden you've got clarity around your goal purpose, then your soul purpose, then in the background, maybe there's a lot of things that really don't belong in your life. It's cluttered up with things that are just slowing you down and keeping you distracted from your true purpose and all the joy and the things that are waiting for you, because your soul came in for something. And everybody is going to have an agenda to keep you off of that. So that's why you need to become very clear about it.